to On the Deck. It is Tuesday, November 15th. I guess we can stop clapping.
And we are literally on the deck.
We are literally on the deck today. We are here in Berkeley, California. Do you know why? You know why we set up today on the deck, Antonio?
Because it's sunny and warm and beautiful.
It's actually not warm. It's really sunny. And remember, we're still having the issue of our umbrella being broken. But it gets so hot up here, which is why we had to get the umbrella, right? That it's like, because it's cold today, I was like, oh, we can sit outside and the super heat that comes off of the sun will counteract with that wind. And so we won't be too hot, too cold.
I'm feeling warm here. So it works for me. It works.
Welcome, everybody, to On the Deck. I am your host, mikO Tolliver. You can find me around on the interwebs at mikO Tolliver. Remember, that is 2 L's. And I am here with our lovely interim general manager, yes, that's you, Antonio Ortiz, who is here to correct me and make sure we have all the correct information in the bylaws, because apparently sometimes I break the rules, but I don't know.
There are bylaws?
There are rules. There are rules. There are rules here at KPFA.
There are guidelines that we're following.
Yes.
That's what we're doing.
But it's also me just hoping to make sure that you know that you can interact with your IGM here and get the real nitty-gritty on the information on what's happening here at KPFA. And remember, any point in time that we mention something that you're interested in hearing, you can always go to kpfa.org, but you can also check the text that is in the post there, and we'll have a link to a story that we mentioned or something like that. And of course, always tune into KPFA 94.1 FM. Now, Antonio, we had such a great week last week, right? We covered the election, right? And we did election results and stuff like that. We did a great On the Deck. I went and ran the numbers because you were just like, I want you to run the numbers. Run the numbers on who's watching. But yeah, no, we had a great night last week where we, as On the Deck, participated in a live stream. Because again, our goal here on the deck is to interact with you more via social media and to get more live video kind of going about here at the station, to move the station forward into the new millennium. Can you really say that 22, almost 23 years after the millennium?
That we're moving to the millennium?
I feel like we're just moving more with the pace of technology, and things are so visual. And yes, we are a radio station. I respect that. I get that. I love that. But we want to make sure that KPFA is able to continue for what's already been up for 73 years. So we want to continue and progress for 73 more by making sure that many people know about it, that we get as many new people, new audience members, new KPFA community members, right?
Yes. In my mind, I'm just thinking, are we moving toward the new millennium, or are we being dragged into the new millennium?
I'm not going to lie. Sometimes it does feel like I'm dragging people. But, I will say that it's once people kind of see it and they go, oh, okay, I see the potential. I guess I just wasn't considering that. Then they're like really on board, because KPFA community is very loyal to KPFA.
True.
Yeah, I like that.
So,
okay.
And we're all working on it. So in the end, if you had watched On the Deck last week, watched our live stream, thank you for being one of those viewers, and we look forward to what more magic we can create. The more magic we can create in 2023. Do you believe in magic? We paused there because our social media live stream technical producer Jess raised his hand, and we pause. What does that mean?
Well, I don't know. Jessica will send us a comment in the chat, and then we'll try to read it from there. Oh, wait. I think I know what it means. No, I don't know. I thought it meant something. Magic. I thought it meant it was something somebody had joined on. Somebody. Did we have a guest? I thought we were going to have D minor today, but
he messaged me on the phone saying, "Where's the link?"
Yeah.
And I said for him to message you on Slack.
Oh.
There's a lot of Antonio being the middle person, which we're trying to change. But anyways, we don't have to talk about all of the background, because essentially they don't need to know the magic that happens in the back.
So, okay, I guess apparently our connection is gone. We're having a connection issue.
Does that mean that it's not playing right now?
I could possibly mean that. Let's check that. That's what Jess is saying. See, now we finally got our PA. But now we need another PA who can go and be like, I searched you guys on Twitter just to see if your connection is live or not. We're actually on here on the see, this is what happens when you're live. No, we're live. Hold on, look.
We're here. We're here.
I could possibly mean that. Let's check that. That's what Jess is saying.
Wait, is that delayed?
Yeah, I think we lost our connection for a quick second.
Okay, well then we're gonna be back.
And we got a slight delay. No, the picture's not frozen. I'm looking like Jess is sending us messages. Like this is truly live. We're on.
Okay. So let's move forward.
Yeah, we're gonna move forward.
There's a technical problem
Okay.
potentially and not potentially.
Okay.
So the question is, how is D Minor our guest of?
Well, I guess D Minor is not our guest, so that's not good.
But he messaged me saying that he's ready. How does he get on?
Oh, we have to get the link.
Didn't he get the link?
I thought I gave him the link. Anyway, while we're doing that and we're figuring that out, we're going to talk to you guys more about what's happening here at KPFA. I want to point out that there was a big staff meeting, right? This weekend.
True, but we don't talk about that right now.
We're not. Well, we are kind of talking about it right now because I just want to say I think it's more in the culture of us moving forward, KPFA, moving forward in what our goals are to do, right?
That is true.
Right. And I'm really glad that we have this big staff meeting. We have the big staff meeting. We have our interim general manager who reaches out to us and tries to, is a part of the live stream, gives updates in that way, all those kinds of things, right? You think next, you think we can get an Ethernet out here on the patio?
Why not? We just have to make a request to the engineering department.
Okay. So I'm going to put that on the list.
The list. Yes.
Because I think
things to address.
Yes, things to address because I think that'll help us if we have like a connection issue 4 minutes into our broadcast and then we're checking Twitter and no, it's there.
I am finding that the internet connection in the office, or at least in the office that I'm in, is not that strong on Wi-Fi. So that's something I also have to like everyone out there in the universe, if you're a tech person, you just deal with it right then and there. Or if you're a very pragmatic person, there's a problem, I want to deal with it. That's what we do here. But there are some things that I don't do that. Like, this connectivity is a little bit off because I'm only sending emails. And then once I start doing video meetings, I realize, I should address that. But that's something that I got to work on. So I'm just throwing it out there because maybe some people are like that, like me.
So we have a to-do list. We're going to talk to engineering about getting us Ethernet out here. Hey, because real talk, I am connected via my phone. Actually, I'm using
I'm sure I'm connected to my phone too, but I only got 2 bars here. So, anyways, okay. So you all don't need to know all of that jazz.
I'm psyched though that you guys are we're doing more staff meetings, wide, big meetings. We're really trying to work really, really hard to get social media being more social, because that is the one thing I guess about radio is that sometimes we kind of get so focused on our own show, our own thing, that we stop kind of talking to each other and we hear about things maybe too late or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's just get more group behavior.
Yeah. It's been a conversation that we've had in the past about how to be on social media for the station. And I think one thing that people don't think about is how can we be social on social media?
Yes.
It's not just throw it out there and they will come, but who's going to interact with those folks? Who's going to answer those questions, right?
And we want to reach out to you guys out there in live stream land, in video land, in social land to say, hey, support us more, comment more, follow us, share us, and it'll help us build this platform because there's a lot of potential there. And with that, we also want to let you know that we are going to be at the Craneway Craft Fair this year, 2022. It is going to be at the Alameda County Fairgrounds in Pleasanton. Now, first of all, I know that that's a change. Usually we were at the Craneway Pavilion. That's in Richmond.
That is in Richmond, but we're no longer at the Craneway.
We're no longer at the Craneway.
So we won't call it the Craneway Craft Fair 2022 because it's no longer.
I thought that was its name.
Well, that was because it was at the Craneway. So it's kind of weird to call it the Craneway Craft Fair when it's no longer at the Craneway. We're essentially just we're promoting them, which we're not anymore. We're at the Alameda County Fairgrounds, and we're going to call it the KPFA Craft Fair.
Okay.
That way, it's always related to KPFA. It's our biggest off-air fund. Is it one of our biggest?
Yeah.
It's our biggest off-air fundraising event. So part of the proceeds that go into you going to that event to see the 150 plus exhibitors that will be showing their crafts and their works will go to the station to help support the station, the listener-sponsored station that you so love.
Yeah, so it would be great. And it's going to be
Yeah.
December 3rd and 4th. So it's both days of a weekend. And what
Mhm.
I'm really excited to say is that KPFA on the deck is going to be there doing a
Mhm.
special broadcast. In fact, I was thinking of ways that we could be economical for the station and economical,
Mhm.
save money and stay on budget because, we ball on a budget. Hey, right?
Mhm.
And I was thinking, I think we're going to do the December announcements from the craft fair.
Yep.
So then that way we'll have the live video. We're going to have the live video stream
Mhm.
for you. We're going to interview maybe a couple or a few of the participants there of the craft fair who are selling things. Some of the, check this out. You see this bracelet?
Mhm.
I got this bracelet actually at the craft fair last year. I
Mhm.
have gotten compliments on it all year.
Nice.
And I think maybe it cost $15, 10 or
Yeah.
$15. And I like, hey, it's been great. It's these like soda can,
Mhm.
what are they? Soda can lid tops, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've gotten like, this has been like my go-to
Gorgeous.
bracelet, pulsera, all year.
Is
And
that
it's
what they called it when they sold it to you? A
uh,
pulsera?
well, that is the name of a bracelet in Spanish, a
True.
pulsera. Yeah, but but yes, I
Yeah.
like to practice my Spanish. We're in California. It
Yeah.
used to be Mexico.
Well, I used to have a mug that I got from the craft fair, and it was by this ceramicist who made these mugs of monsters and had a snaggletooth, but then that mug disappeared. So I don't know. Hopefully, I can find that artisan again in the future and get another snaggletooth monster mug,
Okay.
coffee mug. So.
Well, either way, I'm excited about the craft fair because we're going to do a live broadcast. So we're going to do on the deck the monthly announcements. We are going to do the broadcast from the fair, so we're going to interview some people there.
Mhm.
I'm trying to see if we can get the program coordinator to broadcast in with us because I know that she's off the deck. Our famous term is that when
Mhm.
you're not currently at the location, you're off the deck. She is
Yeah.
like away. So we're going to see if we can get a live broadcast from her. But I feel like I really want to make it a fun special event.
Yeah, I'm sure we can make it a fun special event.
But a fun special video event for KPFA.
Yeah. So for all of you watching right now, that event's going to happen on Saturday, December 3rd and Sunday, December 4th. The actual crafts fair will be from 10 in the morning till I think 5 p.m. at the Alameda County Fairgrounds in Pleasanton. The station will be doing a special broadcast on 94.1 FM to promote the fair, which happens from 9 to 11 a.m. And those hosts and producers will be actually on site to help promote the fair an hour before. And then mikO and I will be doing an on-the-deck live stream from the fair during the fair. Time is still TBD, but we're thinking sometime in the afternoon or early afternoon.
Now, are we going to do it on Saturday or Sunday or both? I think we have to pick one.
Well, I was thinking that we should do both.
Oh.
Or we could do 3 and do one on on Friday to promote the weekend.
Oh, hey, look at Interim general manager turning up, being like, no, we need it 3 days. I want every single day. Every single day.
I did this 3 days. Yeah.
3 of them. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also it'll give us a chance to make Friday our test connection day and we see how it works.
That's right, because you have to test stuff. All right, good.
We also have to work on art direction. So I already kind of nominated you as the art director for that.
I do actually have experience in that area.
Because we need to make it look pretty. It can't just be this, table with microphones on top.
Maybe it can. Speaking of art direction and production work, I don't know if people notice we don't have on KPFA shirts today.
Yeah.
And that is because, I don't know why you don't have one on.
I don't have one on because you didn't have one on, so I figured that the costume is going to be streetwear for today.
So if I was jumping off of a bridge, would you do that too?
No, I wouldn't do that. But in solidarity of the no t-shirt, I don't want you to feel left out. So I decided, let me just wear my Lassen camping shirt.
Actually, it probably would have been great if you wore yours because then we could have at least one. But the reason why I didn't wear mine is because I was working on a production today. As some of you guys may know, I do some commercial acting. I do some other stuff. So that's
shameless plug.
It's not a shameless plug,
I'm kidding,
but it's more of just like, this is the experience, the background I bring to help have this go, help bring this KPFA social media and video streaming together. It is something that I do in the background. So I wasn't sure
Maybe
if
I should do some commercial acting.
You can. I can help you set up your profile and give you some
hair in there.
But you do know you won't be able to come to work that day. There are going to be some days. You know how like there's some days where I'm like, I'm not going to be here that Tuesday. So anyway, I wasn't sure if I was going to make it here in time. I had everything set up for Antonio to go live. This is why we were waiting for D Minor, because he was going to be your co-host. And then we've got our new PA. We've got a PA. You can't see him. He's behind there. He's actually running the controls. Watch this. Wait. I'm going to turn off the control for my name. I'm going to turn off my name. Turn it off. Oh, did you see how I did it? No hands.
Yeah, let's go to the next one. What's the next announcement? The craft fair.
We already did that.
Oh,
but
we
wait,
did do that?
I did that. I just want to show how like we're getting help. So we are growing here.
Yes.
Yes. And so check this out. Hands free. I am going to bring up our next announcement. Oh, wait, actually.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I know I'm using my hands, but that's just so I can look at the script. Okay, now for real. Hands free. Our next announcement is now about Upfront, which is weekdays, 7 a.m.
Magic.
7 a.m. Upfront is really great for local news. Do they do national news as well? Yeah. They do know. Upfront, I know, is like one of topics, Upfront is like one of our biggest shows here at the station. That's weekdays at 7 a.m. And I think it's on Monday. Is it Mondays that they have Dr. Swartzberg on Upfront and he gives medical advice? I picked that because I just want, I got the COVID booster and the flu shot at the same time, like 3 weeks ago. You got it maybe like 2 months ago. I don't feel like you had any effects whatsoever. You took that like a G.
Oh yeah, because we went to the Grace Jones concert.
Yeah, and I remember you were just like, I got the shots today. And I was like, and you're out here at a concert?
I didn't have any problems at that time. And I also got the flu shot.
Yeah.
I was fine that day.
No, I took both of those shots and I was like, ow.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Well, you just got one today?
No, I got it a few weeks ago. But
it's still hurting?
No, not anymore. Okay. But I actually felt effects. You didn't. But anyway, just let you know, Upfront, they have on Dr. Swartzberg once a week, and he gives medical updates. So I want you guys to check that out of what's kind of going, because I know that there's a big flu season, I guess there are a bunch of subvariants. There's a lot coming up right now in sickness area in terms of we're about to hit the winter hard sick months, right? I don't have time to get sick.
No,
I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that.
And if we do get sick, then we stay home and get well soon. How long has this been going? The reason I'm asking is the sun is on my face, and I'm going to get a tan right here with a tan line.
I have sunglasses.
I know.
All right. Anyway, our next announcement continues still with Upfront, which again still is weekdays at 7 a.m. And they actually discussed the changes at Twitter with Elon Musk. And the reason why I picked that is because
you love Twitter.
I didn't say that. I was actually more going to ask you, Interim General Manager Antonio Ortiz.
Will I be on Twitter? No, I don't plan on being on Twitter and waking up at 2:00 in the morning and just tweeting something. That's not how I roll.
We are so not simpatico because that's so not what I was going to say.
Sorry, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, I know that Elon Musk was rolling out this plan of like, okay, verified accounts have to pay $8 a month. And I was just all like, is KPFA going to do that?
Are we no longer a verified account?
We are a verified account. We are still a verified account. Okay. But I was just like, as Elon Musk does all of these updates and changes, I wonder how that's going to fit with the bylaws of KPFA.
I mean, are we going to pay to be on there? I guess that's the question.
That could be one thing.
Is the potential reach worth it?
It is actually. We have about 14,000 followers on Twitter, and that's actually only this year have we been growing more, really, really growing more our social media and putting things out regularly. So if we can get to 14,000 followers with like minimal effort, imagine what we can do if we're just like we're going hard.
Damien Miner is calling us.
Pick up that phone. Damien,
you're on. Well, he can't hear this.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, you're on the deck right now. I just picked up the phone, so you're on the microphone.
I'm on the microphone.
Yeah. Do you have the? How are you gonna get in? Don't you have the link?
Yes, I just emailed it.
It should be emailed to you.
Where was the link sent?
To your email.
It was sent into oblivion. Hold on. So now actually, D-Miner, now officially you are actually a part of the broadcast because now you're online. Yeah. We actually just put up a lower third to announce that here's D-Miner, our weekend manager.
On the phone.
Oh my God.
I think you should go and look in your email, connect with us there, and then we'll connect with you that way. Are you not able to connect with us at the moment?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm about to connect now.
Okay, we'll see you. We'll see you soon. Okay. All right. Bye.
That's really clear audio.
That is clear audio.
That
yeah.
was good. I was impressed by that. Okay.
Okay, well, before we get to D, what are we doing right now before we get, because he's going to connect?
Well, we were just talking about, we were giving our
Mm.
final information about Upfront and the announcements there. I was actually going to say we did have a comment in the chat. It was from Jordan ISGFX8. Jordan, or I don't know. I guess that's what something. Oh, look who's here. Look who's here. Oh, we're actually, hold on. Hands free. We're going to have.
Wait, you can't just disregard Jordan. What
Oh,
did
yeah.
Jordan-
Hold on. Okay.
Jordan's
Jordan-
offering some services to the station that maybe we'll reach out.
We'll reach out to. But yes, if you guys, again, if you want to contact us,
Mm.
you can DM us. You can contact me at mikO Tolliver, but you can also email us at socialmedia@kpfa.org. But thank you for your support, Jordan. We will think about this and get back to you. And now it is time for. Can you do a drum roll? D minor.
What's
Look who's
happening?
here. Hello, friend.
There you go.
Hello.
He's really-
Hello.
What's up, dude? That was pretty funny. How are you?
You're
From
breaking
San
up.
Francisco.
Oh,
you're
you're
in San Francisco.
broadcasting from San Francisco. Perfect. It looks like you're in your car.
No, that's our remote studio, right? D?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
D minor is off the deck.
It's a roaming studio.
Yes, a roaming studio. Okay, D.
We're very familiar with that situation because we kind of have a roaming studio here at On the Deck. Today, I don't know if you see, we are actually on the deck today. We did actually make it here
Yeah,
on the
see.
deck. Yeah, nice.
So why don't we ask, Damien, what are your thoughts about Twitter? And
You know what? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish. What were you going to say?
You're about to say it. I was going to say, especially for listener-sponsored radio, how do you feel about that and us being on Twitter? Any thoughts about that?
You know, I mean, Twitter is Twitter. I think Twitter. I mean, Twitter is obviously useful. I think with anything. I mean, if some good that comes out of it and if it works to your advantage, great. But the person that's at the helm of it, that's the power that be. Yeah, I don't know about that guy. I think he's something. He's something to deal with. But Twitter's Twitter.
I know this is a bigger conversation for us in the sense of, well, anyways, we are on Twitter and we're using it as a way to.
But I like what we do on Twitter, though. I like us, as a station and as an organization, and us projecting, our message. But yeah.
Okay. Well, then we want to know, actually, D minor. Are you going to be a part of our craft fair live stream that is going to be on December 3rd, possibly December 2nd as the pre-show, December 3rd as the Saturday show, and December 4th as the Sunday show when we live stream from the fairgrounds?
Of course, I have to understand, with mikO, as I said before, we got to put some respect on her name.
I'm glad I asked you about this ahead of time before you were asked on the spot live.
Yeah.
Why do you think I brought it up? Just so you people know out there in live stream viewing world, we do actually we go into this with a plan. We got a script. We have all of our lower thirds written out. We have a production assistant who's behind here triggering things as we mention stuff.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's that much news.
We don't ask people on the spot to commit to things in front of a live audience.
Although it's cool.
You like that? All right. He said he likes that, so maybe we can do that on December 3rd, 4th, and maybe the 2nd.
Here's something I will say live on the spot. Hey, D minor, how do you feel about doing some more live streaming for your show and whatnot when you're in the radio station? Do you come to the radio station or are you remote?
We've been remote as of late, but that's always fun to do. As far as to be live and doing it in real time. Because it gives the listeners who might not be as familiar with us from the terrestrial side of things, and we have such a presence on social media that, hey, and then some of us, we live on social media, we live on Instagram, live on Facebook, so those kind of things that I wouldn't be opposed to.
Yeah, not Antonio. He doesn't live there.
All right.
He makes everybody contact me, which, hey, whatever. I can use some more followers.
I don't
so
make
whatever.
people contact you. It's just that if you're putting out that you're on social media and I don't have one and they want to get a hold of me, what do? Or you could do it here.
They can call the Ghostbusters.
Yeah, Ghostbusters. That's
yeah.
right. That was my
Yeah.
costume when I was at the board for Halloween. See, D Minor's paying attention.
Yeah, I saw that.
You like that?
So
I was trying to find this. You know what? I do actually have a kind of like knockoff Santa Claus costume that maybe we can pull out
are we
for the craft fair.
Are we still on that idea?
I can't see why you guys would get off of that idea.
Well, who's gonna do it?
You could do it. D Minor, do you want to wear the Santa Claus costume?
The Santa Claus costume? Oh wow.
And it's not like I don't even have like a drastically like souped out like decked out costume. It's really basic. It's just like the jacket and some pants.
Okay.
Well, let's talk about that off
the deck.
Off the deck. Right. We can talk about it on the office.
Yeah. All right. So then next on our list of announcements, we've talked about Area 94.1. We have Richard Wolinsky, who hosts a podcast. And this time he has a special podcast. This latest episode is with playwright Lisa Ramirez about the Book of Sand. Richard Wolinsky does some really, really cool stuff, and he's been doing stuff regularly. Yeah. So if you guys want to get onto Area 94.1, all you have to do is go to kpfa.org/Area 94.1. Right, that's how you would find it. Yeah, you like it. I love how the lower thirds come up just like so. Boom. You like that? Shout out to Jess, who's our homie back there. You see a D Minor? We got a PA. You can't see him, but he's making everything. He's clicking all of the buttons,
making magic happen.
We're growing over here.
Yep.
We got you now. Sometime this is probably your third time now here on the deck, right?
I think it's fourth. It's the fourth time.
Oh, okay. Fourth time. Yeah. All right. Cool.
So, do you have any announcements for us before we go to the next thing? And I have something to say before the highlight.
Okay. Yes. All right. What do you have any announcements for us, D Minor?
Yeah, I would have to say in regards to a lot of the music programming that we have, which is just light years ahead of anything that's happening right now in the Bay Area. Mike Biggs, I had that tape on the weekend, Sundays, from 9 to 10. That band is just. I have to tell you this: I'm born and raised in San Francisco, but going to the East Bay was a field trip for me growing up. So the stores were made up over there on Telegraph. It could be Tower Records, Rasputin when it was just, and then you had Leopold's and Mike Biggs. He's a couple of years in front of me, so he remembers that, and he vividly remembers it. So he takes me back, and it's like, oh, I had that tape, and then it's a guys that he highlights, like Scar X, Too Short. He'll talk about like certain labels, like In a Minute Records, Tina or Dre Dog. When Nicotina became Andre Nicotina, he was Dre Dog. So he'll talk about a lot of that stuff, and then he highlights a lot of the East Bay guys and it's so awesome just to get a lot of that history. Whether it be the Selly Sales, the X-Rated, the Lunatic, who became Looney Comion later. You know, those kind of things are amazing just to get into. And Biggs is a guy he's like a walking encyclopedia when it comes to the area scene, because he was around and he was there happening in real time. So if you enjoy music and if you enjoy some conversation to go along with that, I had to say it's something that you need to check out Sunday nights from 9 to 10 on KPFA.
It's so funny you say that, D Minor. I just want you to know, as you say that and you sit here and you pump up Mike Biggs, I have been begging Mike Biggs to come on the deck and be a part of our live stream, because and it was actually hard to get him involved. I have to chase Mike around like he is the pretty girl. He is straight up the pretty girl around here.
Maybe what we could do is we can get Damien to reach out.
That's right.
D Minor to reach out to Mike, because this friendship, this virtual video friendship letter is so nice. And I wonder, does Damien talk about me or you about like this to other people?
Talk about, what did Mike say about me, Damien? No. I do, and I've told Mike that. I told Mike, I'm like, dude, I have to like just go out with me already. Come on, like I totally have to chase Mike around. I want him to come on and do this so bad. I've even tried to convince him to be at the Craneway or the craft fair. Sorry, the KPFA craft fair.
We got some time.
You think we could do it? Yeah.
Well,
So maybe D Minor, if you can help out with that, we're trying to get it going. All right. And with that, it is time for our.
Wait, no, before.
Hold on. Antonio has another announcement.
One more announcement that's going to happen next week. On Thanksgiving Day, we do this every year. It's going to be the Sunrise Gathering broadcast from Alcatraz. And so this coming year, it's going to start at 5 in the morning and at 8 a.m. And so there'll be information on the website, probably later or sometime next week, to talk about that broadcast. And for anyone who's listening or who has listened in the past, we will have it again. It'll start at 5 a.m. And if you are the type who would be interested in getting tickets to go on to Alcatraz Island, there's limited seating, so you have to do it sooner than later. And I myself have found myself in a situation where I try to get a ticket 2 days before or 3 days before, and there's none. So if you want to do that and participate in that way and be there in person, I think ticket information is on the International Indian Treaty Council website. And you can probably find that on our website sometime soon. It's not on there yet, but just want to give you all a heads up. That's happening next week on Thursday, the 24th.
Nice. That's a traditional. It happens every year. I know we actually, I remember last year trying to find out how to get information on that for the social media platforms. So I think that's great. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. And it's not in our notes because I didn't get a chance to do my job ahead of time and put it in there. So that's why I had to pause you and say, here's one announcement that we need to make.
Well, actually, would have been really great is if you could have told me at the beginning of the month and I could put in the monthly announcements.
Yeah. But you know
what? That's okay.
There's some
balls
that get dropped. So.
Do you know, actually, because at this point now, we've done On the Deck, the live video stream here weekly since May. But we've done our monthly announcements every single month this year. And December, and actually, I think this is a really great idea. Our plan is to do that live On the Deck monthly announcement. It's going to be at the craft fair. And I think that will be a perfect celebration to celebrate the 1 year anniversary, I guess, or the 12-month succession or whatever of On the Deck, because
what was the first time
we did January. We did an announcement for January. We've done one for every month. And so my plan is actually, because I know we're getting ready to have a big end of the year meeting to figure out how we move forward next year, is I'm going to take just about every single thing that we've done this year and rinse and repeat that.
Rinse and repeat. And then in January we'll have an OTD birthday cake.
Ooh, cake
number 1.
That is actually my official birthday here at KPFA, because I started in January. It was the first day back after the holiday break.
True, but we're going to celebrate for On the Deck.
Me on the deck, whatever. All right, and with that, it is time to announce our donor for the week. Highlight our donor for the week. Here we go. You're supposed to do the sound. Wait, D minor, you have to give sound too.
He's not on.
Oh, he's on.
There we go. Yes.
There we go.
Donor
Great.
highlight.
Our donor highlight of the week is Jiro from San Francisco, California, which is where you're located, D minor.
That's right. That's right. So
just a delay, yeah.
Just always shows up.
Clearly.
San Francisco always shows up.
And with that, we want to encourage you guys all. We want to say thank you to our guest D Minor for his 4th time now here on the deck, and we're going to see him again for the craft fair, because that's going to be our big show.
That's in 2.5 weeks.
Yeah. Do you know I'm delaying going snowboarding because I'm I'm going to be here all weekend for that, so I can't go up.
Yeah, that's so sad.
That's my thing.
But maybe there's not enough snow by that time, so you're probably
actually all of the resorts opened up early, because there's snow. I can go.
Fingers crossed there'll be more snow for you, so the following week you will be able to snowboard in heavenly
I'm just saying, I'm committed to this. I'm we're going to see this through. So we want to say thank you to D Minor. We want to say thank you to our production assistant, Jess Hutchison, who you can't see but is working the controls. Look, we can keep our hands free now. We can be an official professional show, because now we got some support. This at the 100% community sponsored radio station with minimal resources. We about to do a year about to have our 12th show. So tune in, make sure everybody knows about the craft fair. And with that, we also want to remind you to follow us on social media. That's Facebook at KPFA 94.1 or Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. We're also on twitch.tv and TikTok at KPFA Radio. We need some help building up our TikTok. We need some help building up our twitch.tv. But continue, follow us, share, like our posts, continue to tune in, continue to put comments in the comments on these live streams, because if we get them in real time, we will make a comment on them. And with that, I want to say thank you guys. If there's anything else you want to know about, you can just log on to kpfa.org. And remember to always tune into KPFA 94.1 FM. And with that, I believe we'll bid you adieu. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.